First of all, could you tell us about your initial experience with setting up the online domestic cleaning business with your business group?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. It was really simple. So I do a ton of research. I, look at different things, and I found your company. So what I did is I did the initial call. We went through everything. And then, I did some of my own research. And then when I went back, everybody was ready to sign up. So we had a start date. They set everything up from A to Z. It was just really simple for me. So I'm really good at some things, but none of the things that you guys do, I'm good at. So I needed that company to help me start everything. So start the IT side, start the marketing side, just start everything. And they really did do every single thing for me when I started. It was simple for me to sort of sit back, ask me questions. They got my input and exactly what I wanted. Things to look like, how do things, aesthetically. And then we worked together to create my online presence and the website. And they started me off on an excellent foot.
Fabulous. That kind of answers my second question about how did YBG meet your needs in terms of technology and digital experience. So they filled those gaps.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it have you had other businesses before in different sectors?
I did. So I had a retail company before this one. So same thing. I started it, I grew it, and then I sold it. And then when that was done, I thought, I need to do something else. And that's when I found your business group, what they offered, and sort of that whole, I don't think you guys call it this anymore, but that business in a box, like it just had everything I needed to set me up for success.
No, we used that, and that was the name of the case study that I wrote, Business in a Box.
Yeah.
The exact same title. Yeah. So we do use it. I mean, we're quite old school anyway. I'm on 51. So,
there you go.
Yeah. Could you tell me about the community groundwork you did with, for example, getting staff in the beginning? What kind of process did you go through?
So I used your business group for that too. So they set me up. So over here, I'm in Canada, so I use what's called Indeed a lot. So that's our hiring platform. So what your business group did was they wrote me up the hiring sort of template. So that's what I put out as an advertisement. And then I did all of the hiring. We hire independent contractors. So we, set up the interview process, interviewed them, and then they started. So.
And how long does it take before you got the right balance of the team? Was it quite quick? Did you?
It was really quick. And I think it's the way your business group set everything up. So they just set it up with instructions of what we were looking for. I learned, I had a learning curve at the beginning, so I only hire career individuals. I want people to bring their skill set. Cleaning is a hard job. It's not for the faint of heart. So I wanted those people that were minded. It was their career and goal to do that. You have to love doing it in order to do it. It is hard work.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when I was many decades ago, I did a bit of cleaning when I was a young man, and it's I did a factory late at night and a school, and I liked it. It was like a workout.
Absolutely, and you have to have that enjoyment in it. So when you leave that home, you want those people to walk in, you have to leave with that satisfaction, knowing that your homeowners are going to walk in and enjoy their space because of something that you did. So it definitely wanted those people that were passionate.
For sure. So in terms of YBG assisting you with the website development, hiring, logos, did you feel like well supported in that respect?
Oh, 100%. And always and still to this day, all these years later, they're still my biggest fans. I still reach out to them for questions. They answer them right away. There's a time difference. So in my planning and my initial sort of looking for everything, I wasn't sure if the time change would make a difference. It doesn't. Like we, we communicate through WhatsApp, and they're just always there. They're always answering my questions.
Brilliant. That's good, because that can be difficult. I know. I've worked with companies in Canada, California, Australia. Australia is probably the most difficult. But like in California, it'll be end of the day, and California's just starting off. So it's like
right. Yeah. But no, they've always supported me 100%. Always. Like I said, still to this day.
Brilliant. Great. Yeah, they're a really great bunch of guys. Really positive. What about? Can you share your thoughts on the response time? A little bit more. So did you always find the response timely, even with that time gap? Would they get back to you within 24 hours, or what was it like response time?
Oh, almost immediately. And if not, within an hour. I mean, I was also respectful of the timing.
Yeah.
I sort of paid attention to when I was sending a message. But if I send a message, they're replying right away. It's very, very positive experience for any type of tech support and just, friendship in general. So it's not just as though I'm messaging IT. We have a personal relationship as well.
Yeah, that's important as well, isn't it? Yeah, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
To build long-term mutual trust.
Yeah.
What about the aftercare service you received when the business was flying up and running? Did you feel like happy with aftercare if you ever need it, like now?
For sure. And that's what I mean. Like I said before, like it's, I still send messages. They still answer right away. If I have any questions or I think, ooh, can we change this? Or what do you guys think about that? They're right on it, giving me advice or sort of walking me through things.
Technical, if you ever have any technical issues with any of the systems that, any breakdowns or anything like that, do they get it fixed within a short time?
Yeah, I haven't had many breakdowns or anything like that. But if I wanted, just because it's set up so well, but if I wanted anything changed or I needed to get into the back end, they were always right there to tell me where to go, what to do.
Fabulous. Yeah. This is the last question specifically about YBG, but how much do you feel YBG contributed to the success of your business? What kind of, what did you achieve with their support?
So they just got me off and running on a good foot. So we, it certainly takes work on our part. It's not as though they did every single thing, but they showed me the way and they showed me how to accomplish all of that. So you do, have to say, it's definitely a customer service industry. So those are my skills. I know my lane, I know what I'm good at. But they just set me off on the right foot, just setting everything up and giving me examples of everything, social media and the website and hiring and, cleaning steps and just everything. They really were 100% responsible for my success.
Brilliant. So if it's somebody like looking to do a similar thing with one of the YBG business models, there's that sense that they would get full support in areas they didn't know, and it would be like a bridge to, if they weren't sure about certain areas of running a business, it would be to get enough of a bridge to get them going.
Oh, absolutely. And they have aspects of their company that I haven't even utilized. I mean, they have everything. So even when we priced out my cleaning and, what we charge here, they did all that research for me. They looked into my area. I mean, they're across the pond, but it didn't matter. They did all their research. They gave me all of those insights. They just really support you in every area, or have specialists that can support you in that area.
Actually, that's you triggered something, made me think of something now. Obviously, YBG's got a cleaning knowledge base. How useful has that been in terms of running and setting up the business, the actual knowledge base of videos and resources?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was just the best. For me, it was the best money spent at the beginning, because they do have everything. They have, I know what I'm good at, but it's only because, they sort of that way. So yes, I have customer service skills. I can hire the right people. I can, we have a wonderful community of families that we work for, but they set me up for success right from the beginning. Even listing, what is cleaned in each room. I mean, they did all of that. I didn't have to make any of those templates up. They're ones that set all of that up.
Right. That's brilliant. Okay.
Successfully. Yeah.
Well, I've got 5 questions now to do with scaling the business. So this is a bit more, this is more like focused on what you're doing rather than YBG. If you don't mind me asking, you've like hit massive success at, was it 250K? How did you scale it to 250K? What were the steps you took?
So I just started. So I always say, going right back to the beginning, I made sure that I cleaned homes as well at the beginning. So I was asking somebody to do something that I had never done before. I knew what it took. I knew what I was doing, so I sort of did that manual research. So, that was a good stepping stone. And then it just starts with one family. So for me, my big thing is I always wished that there was this opportunity when my children were little to work, a 9 to 3, or when I wanted to work and I could be home with my family. So that's sort of how I set it up. So I'm really connected with a local moms group here in town. So they're my biggest supporters. They're wonderful people. So what I did is I just put out, and it was again, YBG that told us, or explained to me, just give a discount on the first clean. So that's exactly what I did. I did $1 off, a certain amount off for the moms group, for a special. So that's where I started everything. So we just started one house at a time. So now it's mostly word of mouth. There is obviously different avenues you can take for marketing, which your business group is wonderful at as well. But that's how I started with one home, 2 cleaners, 1 home, 2 homes, 3 homes, and then you just provide that quality service. That's the big thing, right? So you want that quality cleaning. I always say we're an elite cleaning company without the elite pricing. So we really are going in, cleaning every room top to bottom. We're touching every surface. So it's the quality of the work, as well as the customer care.
Right. So you carefully scaled it step by step. That's really interesting.
And I work full time. So, I run.
Oh, really? You're working full time as well?
I do. I work full time in my regular career. So
what's your regular career? What do you do outside?
So I manage a chiropractor's office here in town.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's wonderful. And I've been there for 21 years. So I needed it to be sort of hands off and more, automated, that we have those families and we have everybody, all set up in the wonderful cleaners. They do their cleaning, and I just needed it to be simple. And again, the Your Business Group helped me set all that up.
Wow. Do you have any downtime with a full-time job and a business?
Yeah, I do. And only because we set it up in such a way, right? It's all systems, policies, procedures. I mean, again, everything's set up on the back end that it's just really simple. So, we have the scheduling app and everybody gets their reminders. I'm not manually doing those things. Yes, I touch base with all of my families that we work with, and I'm constantly in contact with everybody. But, we set it up in such a way that it's manageable.
Right. And my next question is, what was your lead generation strategy during the time of you building up this business to the 250K? How did you do that?
So they helped me at the beginning. So they ran ads. So again, that's stuff that it's out of my wheelhouse. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how they set it up. That's why I utilize them in the first place. So, some of those leads come through forms and those types of things. So that's a good question, more for IT. And that's
done for you, sales funnel.
It was all done for me. Yeah. And then what I did is I took that initiative and I went to our local moms group. So for me, it's a moms group. For some other people, maybe it's schools or churches or whatever their community is. But for me, I resonated with the moms group. They've always been supporters. We always try to support each other. So that was my main avenue to get into our community. So I stay local to our community with cleaning. The town that I live in and the small town surrounding it.
Great. Fantastic. So my next question was, but I think you've answered it, was what was your best source for getting new clients? But you said that community outreach with the mums.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Yeah.
Right at the front line, networking face to face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
My final question, how did you overcome operational challenges and problems? What was your approach?
I would say I didn't have too many. If there's ever IT issues or, anything that wasn't going right, I just reach out to the experts, in the Your Business Group things. I hire the right people. So I have a really good bookkeeper. I have people that do the right things when we talk about running a business. There's everything involved, but Your Business Group really did set all of that out, right? Like, you need insurance to run a company and you need, a good bookkeeper to keep everything proper and in line. So I would say that I've been really fortunate in that there hasn't been a lot of operational challenges. I've, sort of navigated at the beginning and decided what I did want to happen and what I didn't want to happen. And then it's just been smooth sailing from there.
Brilliant. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much.